Hey y'all, child, it's a lot going on. It's so much going on. I was going to do like individual videos, and I'm just like, oh, we just need to talk about everything because I don't know what is happening. I don't know what is going on, but I need everybody to chill. These are the last few days of summer. We all supposed to be having a good time, just chilling, having fun before we all got to go back to work and school. Like, we're supposed to be having fun. Why is everybody snapping out? So that's why I was just like, everything, so much is going on. We need a Mercury and Microbraids. We need a Mercury and Microbraids. OMG. How are you guys? So the first thing that we're going to start off with, just to get it out the way, is we're just going to start off with Love Island. Just because that is the stuff that is like current and just happening so much, and that we have been talking about for a long time. So I really want, what the hell is that? When did this change? It's supposed to be, what is going on? StreamYard keeps on, what? Why is it that? Yeah, it's supposed to be pink. What is going? Yes, girl. What is going on? StreamYard, get it together. Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that first because it's just like so much stuff is happening with this freaking cast. I need Love Island to take us off the group chat. It's too much. It's too much. Last year, when season 6 wrapped up, they had their reunion, they got their brand deals, and everybody went on about their lives. I fear that Love Island is not trying to let us go. It's given Ike Turner at this point. It feels like in an abusive relationship, we cannot leave. It is too much going on. Peacock need to get their freaking cast because everybody is just out in the streets, unemployed. It's scary out there. I can't believe that so many grown people are trying to not go back to work. All of them. Zach just stays on TikTok Live being messy. And I'm like, sir, you're staring at 30. It's time to get a job. Zach, not Cambodian Zach, the other one. I don't know what his culture is, but it's giving Caucasian. All he does is dance on TikTok. And even the kids are like, Pop, it's time to go get a job. Why won't they go back to work? I will say this. I feel bad for this cast of season 7 just a little because the opportunities are not circling them like it did last season. And they have to thank Huda for that. She made that season so toxic. Brands are like scared to even like do anything with these people. They're at this point untouchable. Like nobody wants to work with them. I can't believe they haven't signed with anybody. I feel like the only people who would sign right now without it being problematic is Shalace and Chelandria. I don't know what other agencies would take on anybody else right now. Excuse me, because they're all just, this season was just really, 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 really toxic. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for them because the world should have been at their feet. But oh my God, that season got so dark. Nobody wants to work with them. Thank Huda, child. Y'all better have receipts ready for her at the reunion because she ruined your future. Not us. It was her. Anyway, let's get into it. Before we get started, I just have to acknowledge this. Millennials, the body took another hit. The body took another hit. Rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. I found out just as I was getting on here that he passed away today, I believe at 50. Let me just make sure. Child. Yes, Malcolm Jamal Warner. This is from ABC 7 News out here in LA. Malcolm Jamal Warner, the actor, perhaps No, he's best known for starring in the TV sitcom The Cosby as the son Theodore Huxtable has died at 54. Warner drowned off the coast of Costa Rica on Sunday. Costa Rican National Police told ABC News Warner's official cause of death was asphyxia. Police said Warner died near Cocos, a beach in Limon, Costa Rica. Police said that he was caught by a high current in the water and was covered by it Sunday afternoon. Warner was formerly identified by Costa Rica's National Police. May he rest in peace. OMG. This was just such sadness. He was so young. He was vacationing with his family. They were all out on vacation in Costa Rica, and it's a freak accident and just completely unfortunate. Prayers to his family, and may he continue to rest in peace and in power. I just wanted to say that so that, I don't want anybody, in case anybody brought it up, I just wanted to let you all know that I just found out as well. And it's been devastating. It is, I'm like, of all people, him? Like, I hate to be that person, but I'm just like, Trump is right there, Lord. My God, today. No shade. No shade for him, but rest in peace, Malcolm. I love you, Theodore. Terrible segue, but let's start off with Keke Palmer. So today, Keke Palmer announced that she is going to be interviewing Chelandria, because remember, she teased that she was doing an interview. She teased with the Love Island music that she was doing an interview, and we all thought that it was Shalace. We didn't know that it was Chelandria, and this is what her post says. She says, Keke Palmer says, I pulled my girls, Shelly and Alondria, for a chat, and they did not hold back. Let's just say we had to address a few things. Watch tomorrow on YouTube or listen wherever you get your podcast. Star family, please let me know what time this podcast drops. I've been trying to find out all day today. I know it comes on Tuesday. I just don't know what time, and I don't want the podcast to drop when I'm on live, because my mom and I have a live scheduled for Bachelor in Paradise, and I will move that to watch this, child. Anyway, I thought that this was genius, right? We have all been saying we need for Chalet stick Alondria, we need for Alondria, we need for Shelly to sit down with Black women. And I think it is extremely smart for not only for them to sit down with the Black women, but for them to sit down with Keke Palmer, who is legitimized in the industry, who is somebody who has just not a name for herself within entertainment, but she is really making a name for herself in the podcast space. She has been somebody who is would be considered a journalist. She was a host, I believe, on Good Morning America. She knows what she's doing. She is well trained, and she is a Black woman. And I know that, from what we've seen of her, we know that she will look out for them. And I think that this is a perfect place for these two young ladies to speak about everything that they have endured concerning Love Island. And I really hope, like Keke said, they don't hold back. I don't want them to keep on taking a high road. I also don't want them to get messy, but I want them to be honest about what happened to them, because right now it's just speculation, right? We really don't know what happened in the villa, and we can't listen to what Huda says because she's a pathological liar. Hope she gets the help she needs, but we can't rely on that. So I want them to be truthful and honest. I've seen Keke's podcast. I know people who work on her podcast. It is absolutely a safe space for Shelly and Alondria to really tell their story and be protected. And just to start with a platform that's so legitimized is awesome. I love the way that they are aligning themselves with legitimate celebrities. These young ladies, Nick and Ace as well, are not going to allow themselves to just die out as reality TV stars. They all are constantly working together to really platform themselves and move out of the reality TV space and become legitimate talent, become legitimate celebrities. I love the way that they are working, and I love how they are working together. If you check on Ace and Nick's page, they both released an edited version of the Disney video, and it just looks like a love story to their partners. Like Ace did, he did a video of him and Shelly at Disney, and it was to, what is her name? She did the remake of I Guess You Wonder Where I've Been. Snow Allegra? Snow Allegra? What the hell is Snow Allegra? Sound like a rapper or a perfume. I do not want to show you what just came up on my feed. I'm pumpkin shopping. Help me, help me. Who is Snow Allegra? Maybe that is the person. Oh, yes, Snow Allegra. Yes, Snow Allegra. Yes, they Ace posted an edited version of their trip to Disney with that song, and it was in slow-mo. It was filmed beautifully. I love how they are putting out content. Nick did the same thing, and people are getting mad at him because he turned the content that he puts out to subscription only. I think it's genius. I think it's genius. Before him and Chelandria got out of the villa, they made 1.4 billion impressions on TikTok alone. That needs to be in his pocket. And he even addressed it when people were just like, oh my gosh, you're hiding your content behind a paywall. And he was like, I have to take me and Chelandria on vacation. He is already thinking about taking care of her. And he's just like, this is what I have to do. And I think it's smart. And I told you guys, I think that Ace is running this ship. And I think they need to let him, because he does content very, very well. Like I think they're doing something at Ace's studio, a photo shoot coming soon. They are all working together, and I think it's so smart. The most successful people out here in the entertainment industry, especially in LA, are people who work together, who network across, who work together as friends. If they continue to work the way they are working, they are all going to be really, 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 really successful. I just need for Nick to get a grip. I need for him to just, let Chelandria be able to leave for a few days and stop crashing out. My God, today he's under Cordell's comments asking to be friends, telling everybody that he's lonely. She just got on the plane. Chillax. And I'm looking at Chelandria's content like, girl, get home. That boy, he misses you. But I'm also glad that Chelandria is home. I'm glad that she is just taking a break, being with her family. I will say this, I'm a little concerned, right? Because Chelandria is the eldest sister. And I don't know if she yet sees stability in being an influencer. Because when you're the eldest sister, you can't think about, or you're not really allowed to take risks like this. And her moving out to LA, hoping that, which will happen for her, right? But just hoping that something will come out of it, I think that's going to be very difficult for her. I'm hoping that her mom encourages her to put herself first and take the leap. And then also, dating this white guy who really loves attention and she does not like it. It could be a bit difficult for her to adjust to, but there's money out here for you, Chelandria. There is so much money out here for you. You just have to strike now while the iron is hot. But I don't think Ace is going to let you stay in Bama for too long. I think Ace is going to make sure you get back swiftly, and Nick will be right beside him making those decisions. But I think if they continue to work together, these guys are going to be very, very, very successful. Proud of them, proud of everybody. I'm just proud of them taking the lead. And I don't know who's representing them yet. I really don't. Maybe it's just Ace, but they are making very smart moves, because for their first sit down to talk about everything, to be with Keke Palmer, genius. I will say this, a lot of people are saying they should go to Jessie Woo next. I probably, if I was representing them, I wouldn't do it just yet. Here is why. There is some bobbleheaded Skeletor looking lady on TikTok who is trying, doing all these lies about Jessie Woo and EJ, who has, and if you don't know EJ, he is a guy on TikTok, and he has been fighting for Shelly and Chelandria since day one. Like, he has not played about them. But there's some bobbleheaded Skeletor lady, I think her name is Stephanie with the Deets or something like that. But she is spreading like a lot of falsities about Jessie Woo and EJ. They did a live and they were talking about Huda and just her manipulation. And the lady cut up their live, to make it seem like they were saying that Huda was never sexually assaulted. I have to be honest, I watched the interview back. Huda never said that she was sexually assaulted. She just said that something happened with her and her dad and she couldn't be around him. But if the way the lady cut up their interview, it would make you believe that they said these really vile things about her. And that lady has, I believe, 500. Well, the last time I saw her before I blocked her, she had 547 followers on TikTok. That's a lot of people that she's peddling these lies to. And because of that controversy right there, and because there's not enough people debunking that lady that is accusing Jessie and EJ of saying that they did not believe that Huda was sexually assaulted or making fun of her being abused. For me, if I were representing them, I would be like, not right now, not never, but not right now, because that situation is a little tricky. Let it die out. I hope it dies out after Jessie sues, because she has a case. After Jessie sues, after that dies out, then absolutely sit down with her next. But I would absolutely want them to continue to sit down with, I don't know any other, aside from Keke Palmer, reputable Black women podcasters who have a huge reach, just not just in podcasting, but outside of podcasting. I don't know who else they could sit down with, but I hope that they continue to move the way that they are moving, because they are making, like, for me, they are not just making small moves. Like the all four of them are making moves like they absolutely intend on being huger than they are now. Like, they are legitimizing themselves in the industry. And I think it is so smart for them to do that, because that's the only way they are going to have longevity, because a lot of people could not make the leap from reality TV to legitimate celebrity very easily. It's not like back in the day. Like, not everybody is a Nene Leakes. It takes some work to get legitimized, especially when you're Black. But the moves that they're making, I think, is very smart. The first sit down they had with Keke Palmer, genius. Genius. I'm not worried about those ladies at all. They got it. They got it. Let's talk about who isn't a genius. What? I told her to sit down. I said, sit down. Sit down. Come back in January. I said that. Why is she doing this? Why is she making it worse? So Cierra posted a video, and I can't play the audio, but in the audio, it's this girl talking about how she lost her boyfriend. Boyfriend is a reach. Y'all weren't even, you forced him to close off. Did we watch the same show? He wanted you to make sure that you were not his dream girl and that he did not want to pursue anything with you outside of the villa. But you know what? Sometimes you hear what you want to hear when you're using the cat to manipulate men. Anyway, the audio is talking about a girl who lost her boyfriend to another girl, right? And this is her caption. She posts, "You look happier. Thanks. I booked a flight to Mykonos after surviving the villain edit on reality TV and didn't end up with the guy who never actually liked me and wanted my friend the entire time." Let's break this down. First thing where she went wrong, she's still posting. She should have been fasting from the internet. Unfortunately, these influencers, their minds are warped. They have a really hard time sitting down because they have made their lives on the internet. Their livelihood is the internet. So they can't stop. They don't have nothing else to fall back into. So she has to keep on doing this. But unfortunately, this was not a smart move for her. That's the first thing. The second thing that is wrong with this, villain edit. Villain edit? You mean racism? That was the edit. Racism. So that her saying villain edit completely disregards her apology to the Asian community. Not smart. Not smart. And then she says, and didn't end up with the guy who never actually likes me. Well, listen, you were right there. Now that you called that, I would give you your 10s for that. And wanted my friend the entire time. Now, absolutely right, right? What she said is correct. However, her doing this, completely evil, because ain't no way Alondria, your friend, and you would post this, knowing the racism that she is receiving right now for being with a white boy that most white women want. No way you posted this not knowing that she would receive more hate. And why I say that this is evil is because she knew, she watched what was happening, saw the hate that Alondria was receiving, and jumped in on the hate and is using this to build a fan base or take from the Huda fan base that literally only likes Alondria or only likes Huda to spite Black women. So she is thinking as a non-Black woman, because we got to be honest, a lot of her people is a part of the Alondria hate train, right? For some reason, a lot of Latino women have made Huda their poster child for this TV show. When Cierra was right there. Huh? Cierra, an actual Latina was on the show, but they decided to make Huda their god. We know why. We know why. They said we want the one that got the surgery that kind of looked like us. We don't want that indigenous looking one. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. But what she did was she was hoping to gain that fan base because she lost a lot of her fans due to her prior racism. So that's all this is. She is literally looking to gain followers of women and men who hate Alondria because of the color of her skin. And I'm just like, so the apology meant nothing. Because you are literally using rage bait to get you a racist audience so that you can continue influencing. I can't wait for this reunion. August 25th can't come fast enough. Can't come. I'm like, that is evil. You know, you're chronically online, so you absolutely know what Alondria is dealing with. And you said, let me hop in. They were able to get Huda 4.5 million followers. What are they going to do for me? So we literally have this woman making content for racists. She wants the Hitler Youth to be a part of her following. I cannot wait for influencing as a job to actually die out, because so many young people are not pursuing education, not pursuing actual careers that are needed, because influencing has been shown for so many young people, not enough, but just enough for people to believe that this is a viable career. And so they're stopping the education and they're just becoming these poster boards for brands. And then you just have this really disinformed, vapid generation of people who will be voters making the worst decisions ever because they are not actually clocked into society. Oh my gosh. I told that girl to sit down. And I'm just like, you, looking the way you look, right? I mean, listen, I get it. It seems like she was raised in the white community. She ain't white passing. I don't care how much she talks like that. She's not white passing. Why in the hell would you want to advertise to Huda's audience looking the way you look? Are you that down bad? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. So she did it for two reasons. One, because she was absolutely jealous. I feel like she's been on Nick's page and she was on his page. And this is the thing. This is why, listen, and I have learned this as well. Stop stalking that man's page, because you're going to stalk that man's page until you find what you're looking for. You're going to get your feelings hurt. Been there, done that. Okay. Oh, girl. So she was stalking that man's page. and she found what she was looking for, and she got her feelings hurt. Because this happened right after he posted that Disney video of him hugged up with Chelandria. And she said, you know what? Absolutely not. So she got in her feelings, posted that video, found that audio, wrote that terrible caption, and said, post, because that's going to get him. That's going to make him get mad. He is not mad. He got the woman he wanted. He's actually sad because he can't be up under the woman that he wanted. You're sitting over here posting these videos to try to, make him jealous and hurt Chelandria. And his mom is trying to get her meatball recipe right because she wants to impress her daughter-in-law. She in the kitchen doing witchcraft because she don't want that girl to leave her son. Girl, the mothers are locked in. You're not getting him back. Wake up. Wake up and sit down and put that phone down. You're not making this better for yourself. So I was just like, okay, so that apology to the Asian community meant nothing. You got the right community. You got the right, because if Black picture, the way my people would have been up under that video reading you for filth, villain at it, racism. You did not have a villain at it. If anything, you had a winner at it. We all thought that Cierra and Nick were winning. The way the show was editing them, like they were the strongest couple, and they were sitting down with TJ and Iris and being like, oh my God, we're the strongest couple here. Remember that conversation? Remember how comfortable they all were? You got the best edit out of anybody. I wish the Black girls would have got your edit. You got an amazing edit after using your coochie multiple times to turn that man's head. That's why you mad. Because this Black woman, not only Black, dark skin, that's the thing, the deepness of the melanin, that pisses people off. Y'all can't take. Y'all can't take when something dark and original gets something that you think should be yours. So that's the thing that's messing with your mind. This dark-skinned Black woman who not only is she not doing anything with him, she's not paying him any attention. Got the treatment, got the words, got the validation, and did not just get that man's wee-wee, she got his heart. And you're mad because of everything that you tried to do, everything that you had to do. Still couldn't keep him. Instead of cussing out the dude, you cussing. It never works. Being mad at the other one, it never works. You will always look foolish. Sit down, Cierra. Sit down. Put the phone down. This is not the look. This is not the look. You just let everybody know that you're jealous of Chelandria, mad and still desiring Nick, and did not mean the apology that you gave to the Asian community about your racism. Because to call it a villain edit after the way that show edited you, no, it was the consequences of your actions. That's it. And honestly, the Asian community was real lenient. They could have done worse. They were real lenient on you. So for you to pop back out, oh my God, y'all don't have no sense. No, that's what it is. My God, today. Thank you, Lord. This generation lacks discernment. Because if she had discernment, she would have never posted that video. You are fishing for the attention of the Hitler Youth. Have fun. It will not work. Speaking of people who lack discernment, can we talk about this? This has been everywhere. This has been everywhere. Like, I just saw somebody making cupcakes on TikTok. I saw somebody making cupcakes with this picture, like, digitized onto the cupcake. My God, today. If his wife has, like, if they have any kind of prenup and she has like a cheating clause, oh, she about to be rich. She is about to be rich. So this is the astronomer CEO and the head of HR. I'm not surprised that she is the head of HR. Everybody knows that the messiest person you know is always the head of HR. For some reason, it is at any job, the messiest person you know is the head of HR. So the astronomer CEO and the head of HR at Astronomer, they were having an affair. And they were at a Coldplay concert. And this is the thing. Coldplay, I forget his name. What's his name? All I know is his daughter. He named his daughter Apple. He was doing the like kiss cam that all these happens at all these shows and games, right? Here is my thing. When they saw him do, like, they were not the first couple. When they saw him doing the kiss cam and getting everybody, why did y'all remain hugged up? I would have been like, oh, they got the cameras out. Not because I would never be in this situation, child. I was raised right. But I'm like, why were y'all still hugged up when he was picking random couples before you? Now, I will say, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, this is stage. This is stage. Like, this is not true. I thought it was stage until the camera panned over to her. Oh, I said, oh, this is the real deal. Because this is somebody at the job, probably the secretary, who knows about this affair. And she was embarrassed, but she also was getting her life, waiting for this moment. Yes, girl. I know she was like, finally, get Barbara out of here. My God, today. So I was just like, no, this isn't real. And then they panned over to her. And I was like, oh, this is the real deal. First of all, both of them are married. And can I just say, no, like, I just don't understand people who cheat because they never, like, rare occasions is there an upgrade. But oftentimes, the one they cheat with is never. No shade to the Jezebel. But when I saw his wife, I was like, this is so messy. I was like, it must have been convenience. I said, this is the jump off. Oh my God. I hope she bleached his clothes. I hope she knocked the windows out his car. Because not only are you going to cheat, it's on a public platform, and it's not with a better looking chick. I'm fighting everybody. I'm fighting him. I'm fighting everybody at the job. I'm fighting that secretary who knows everything. I'm fighting everybody. I'm calling my sisters. I'm going up there with my Vaseline and my head wrap on. Everybody that come outside that job is going to get it. Because how dare you embarrass me like this on a public platform? Oh, wait, do I have the video? I absolutely do. Let's watch this foolishness. My God, today.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
We got to play that again.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Chris Martin, that's his name. The way Chris called that. What? First, why y'all cheating at a Coldplay? Anyway, I don't understand the elder Caucasians. I'm just starting to understand the millennial ones. But this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So he resigned. The astronomer CEO resigned. Let's read what he said. Oh my goodness, you lost your wife, your side chick, and your job in the same week. It's these phones. It's these phones. We gotta do something about these phones. Anyway, so let's talk about it. Astronomer CEO resigns after viral Coldplay concert incident. My God, today. Child, they always watching. What is his name? Andy Byron, the chief executive of New York. So yeah, he was cheating. Based tech company Astronomer has resigned from his role after he was spotted embracing an employee at a Coldplay concert. Astronomer board of directors accepted Byron's resignation and will begin searching for its next CEO. Following the viral video of Byron, alleged statements from Byron acknowledging the situation began to circulate online. Astronomer said in an earlier LinkedIn post that Byron has not put out any statement, and reports saying otherwise are all incorrect. That statement also addressed the misidentification of a third person seen in the clip circulating on the internet the day following the video release. On Wednesday, Byron was seen with Kristen Cabot, the company's chief people officer, on the Kiss Cam screen at the Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, before both ducked out of view. Just here is the thing. You're caught. They made it worse for themselves by hiding. Y'all should have just waved. Nobody would have recorded that and posted it online if y'all were not acting guilty. It was the guilt that got y'all here. What he should have done was acting like she was choking. This is so messy. He should have acted like she was choking and started giving her the Heimlich maneuver or something. Like, y'all hiding at your big ages. Oh my God, that divorce settlement. Yes, queen. Yes. As stated previously, Astronomer is committed to the values and culture that have guided us since our founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standards in both conduct and accountability. And recently, that standard was not met, the company said. The data operations company, which was founded in 2018, acknowledged that awareness of our company may have changed overnight, but its mission will continue to be focused on addressing data and artificial intelligence problems. The company on Friday said Astronomer's co-founder and chief product officer, Pete DeJoy, would serve as the interim CEO. Byron's LinkedIn account is no longer public, and he was removed from the company's leadership page following the announcement, which now lists co-founder DeJoy as the CEO. Byron is still listed as the company's website as a member, or the company's website as a member of the board of directors. Let me tell you something. Byron, what's his name? Pete DeJoy. Let me tell you something. I know you got a praying mother, because instantly, my God, today, in the blink of an eye, you became a CEO. Yes, I know you got a praying mother. My God, today. I will say, I don't know why he resigned. Like, what does him being a cheater have to do with any data analysis in the company's, how the company operates and their values? Y'all all cheat. If I was him, I would sue. Yeah. Oh, but he resigned. I would say I was forced to resign. And I would sue because I'm just like, everybody cheating. He's not the only one cheating on his wife with somebody mid. They all do it. So let's not act like this is the culture of the job when everybody is cheating with somebody mid. Not just Byron. You shouldn't act like you was giving her a Heimlich maneuver, Byron. Now you're a viral sensation for cheating. And you got kids. I know them kids is on the internet. It's going to take years for this to die down, because it's reached Facebook. Facebook is going to keep this affair alive. Y'all can't post nothing. If these two decide to stay together, y'all cannot post anything. Do not post anything about your relationship, please. Let this die out. Let this die out. Congratulations to his ex-wife, because as soon as she found out about this, she removed his last name from her name on Facebook and removed all pictures of him from all her social media. So she's getting ready. Congrats to her. You're going to get whatever you ask for. Come on. He better not fight this. Absolutely not. Speaking of men who do not fight, let's move on to Barney. Let me tell you something. And it's sad to say, but nobody builds white generational wealth like a black man, especially a dark-skinned one. My God, look at them hands. Jesus, woo! What is going on? you gotta check your blood pressure, Shannon. Anyway, Shannon Sharpe has settled with the um, the child porn star whose life he was funding, who accused him of sexual assault. This is from People magazine, so you know the sources are correct. Shannon Sharpe and accuser reached settlement in 50. Yes! Come on, ho! And $50 million rape and sexual assault lawsuit. The article states Shannon Sharpe has settled a $50 million rape and sexual assault lawsuit that was filed against him earlier this year. Tony Busby, Byron, astronomer CEO, that's who you need. That's who you need. Tony Busby, the attorney of the woman who filed the lawsuit, confirms to People that he and Sharpe's lawyers have reached a mutual, agreed upon resolution. Both sides acknowledge a long-term, consensual, and tumultuous relationship, he said. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce, she got everything she asked for, that we have reached a mutually, agreed upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. Busby said. You know, who's a lawyer? What does that mean, with prejudice? What that mean? Can she sue again? Sharpe's attorney, Lanny Davis, declined to comment. I would too. On the case when reached for comment by People in April. Sharpe, 57, was accused of rape and sexual assault in a lawsuit filed by a woman identified in court documents obtained by People as Jane Doe. The woman requested $50 million in damages and alleged that the former ESPN host raped her, sexually assaulted her on multiple occasions over the course of nearly 2 years of their rocky consensual relationship. This is the woman who told Shannon that she wants him to put a big black baby in her at his request. She also claimed that Sharpe recorded their sexual encounters without her consent and shared the recordings with others. Sharpe's attorney denied the allegations at the time in a statement to People. He described the lawsuit as a shakedown. Well, he was shook as a shakedown attempt and claimed that the relationship between the woman and Sharpe was consensual. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct, but he settled, especially the gross lies of assault, and we will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail, Davis said. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these allegations vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on all facts of the law. After the lawsuit, Sharpe announced that he was electing to step aside temporarily from his ESPN duties and allegations. I don't think he's going to step back. How can he step back from this? So right after this was announced, Jane Doe, who revealed herself as Gabrielle Zuniga, forgive me, Lord. She wrote, "Today, hallelujah, I have decided to retire from OnlyFans." I know that's right. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited, yes, God, for this next chapter. I love you all and forever. Yes. Sue these men. Yes, girl. Sue them. Yes. Congrats. What's her name? I got to get her name right. Gabrielle Zuniga. Is it Zuniga? I don't. Anyway, congrats. Yes. Congrats. Byron, you better get Tony Busby. He knows how to shake him down. He knows what he's doing. But my God, today, that girl said, well, I don't have to work another day of my life. She's 22. I told y'all, learn the game from them. I told y'all. 22. Retired. All you have to do is find a dark-skinned, wealthy, self-hating black man, non-black women, and I'm telling you, take notes. Write down everything. Because when it's time, I will say, I am celebrating her victory, but I won't say that I don't believe what has happened to this young lady. I feel like this 57-year-old man sought somebody out who was very young to do the things that he did to her without much pushback. And because he met her at 19. So I think for her, what happens with a lot of women, you know, as you get older, the wisdom comes in, the brain starts developing, and you are realizing that some things that you allowed when you were younger, you should not have allowed. And I think she realized some things and said, I got a case. Or maybe he refused some things because there was some things in their writings back and forth where she was telling him the next time they wanted to meet. It was a freaky old man. My God, today. $10,000 a cheek. Wait, was it 10 or was it 30? It was something. 30 something, whatever, a cheek. But my God, today. Again, nobody builds white generational wealth like a black man. And Huda is fighting over these men. Keep them. Embarrassing. On a serious note, mothers, 2 sons, black mothers who have sons, especially if your son is dark skinned, love on him. Please let him know that his skin is not a mistake. Please give that young black man confidence, because I think we as a community we're letting them slip through the cracks. And I love how we as a community are fighting and protecting for our young dark-skinned black women. We can do more, but we also cannot forget the boys, because what is happening is they are being forgot about. And they are either being pushed to be some kind of entertainer or some, a rapper or athlete. We're not focusing on the fact that these are young people who live in a society that hates them and in a society that wants to use their body for either sexual gratitude or labor. And we are overlooking that as we are protecting our daughters, as we should. We gotta look out for those boys as well with the same things concerning their skin color, because what is happening is that these young men are growing up to become older men, and even in their youth, they are doing the same things, and they are becoming the weapons formed against us, and they are prospering. Please love on your son. Let him know who he is before he ends up being another Clarence Thomas or Shannon Sharp. Check in with them boys. That's all I have to say. Mercury is definitely in Microbraids. Lord, what do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. I want to start with my super chats. Where my click at? There she is. Whose hair is this? Lauren, if you're watching, stop using my brush. Anyway, hey, Obviously Me, thank you so much for the super chat. Obviously Me said, I'm sorry, this looks so, what the hell did StreamYard? I haven't changed anything. I have not changed anything. StreamYard has changed everything. Do we like this though? Let me see. Oh, the classic is a little bit bigger. Let's see, minimal. Block. Okay. Well, you can do this one, StreamYard. I'll let y'all, but let me know when you do a change. Obviously Me said, I'm in work right now, but the creative censoring of Cierra's name on the internet is taking me out. Calculator and Sierra Mist are my favorites right now. Somebody call it a Head and Shoulders. I'm like, what? You got to do what you got to do to keep them bots away. Thank you so much for the super chat. I got another super chat from Justamina. Justamina says CEO stands for cheating, even outside, child. Hey, so Steph. Thank you so much for the super chat. Steph, you're so pretty. So Steph said, hi, Nikki. You look pretty in pink. Oh, thank you. It's my favorite color. It's my favorite color. Let me tell you something. I love being a Sagittarius because one thing about us, stubborn, right? Stubborn. But, you know, we'll get it right. But I have always loved pink, but I waited until I was like in my 30s to embrace it because I wanted to embrace the pink at a time where people told me that I shouldn't. I wanted to embrace it when people were just like, you're too old for pink. I strategically waited. So for a long time, orange was my favorite color. And then as soon as I turned 30, I said, I'm going to embrace the pink. I don't know. Oh, so chaotic. Let me get the comments. Thank you so much, guys, for the super chats. Hey, Christy. Christy said, all I know is that Cierra was not given a villain edit. Consequences of her actions. But she wants to call it a villain edit. Okay. Okay. KG said, hey, Star fam. Hope everyone's week is off to a good start. Amen. Oh, God, it's Monday. I gotta watch The Real Housewives. Oh my gosh. See, this is the thing. I've been in them streets this weekend. So I have not, my days. That's one thing about living in LA. Because the weather is always great, you never know what day it is. Zora said, hey, Nikki, did you see the video of Chelandria and some of her supporters? I saw that. I thought that was so sweet. Oh, I thought that was so sweet. Oh, that was beautiful. And she needed that. She sounded like she was near tears. I love that. Hey, Era. Oh, gorgeous. You bought a smize. Era said they definitely need the rest and recharge time. Like coming out of that villa has to be a lot on the nervous system with all the extra mess too. Like it's too much. They need to just chillax. Chillax. Go back to work. Listen, I absolutely understand being on a national TV stage like that and having, you know, just being a focus of something for a really long time and having to go back to your regular job. But that is the LA life. And that's the thing. All of them are trying to move out here to pursue these careers in LA. Love Island cast, y'all better go back to your jobs. Because if you stay out here, if you stay past your welcome in LA, y'all going to end up escorting. I'm telling you the truth. If y'all stay out here too long, y'all going to end up escorting. And paparazzi love stalking them yachts of these Disney executives. And if we see y'all on there pop locking, everybody gonna know what you doing. Slinging peen, Zach, go home. The LA ain't what you want. LA ain't what you want. Chalesa, Nicolandria, they got it. The rest of y'all need to go home, including Huda. My God, today, she don't know what is waiting for her out here. Girl, go home. You got a bad spirit and you're staying in LA. You about to meet your match. You are about to meet your match. The principalities and warlocks that are in Los Angeles, Huda, you can't take. You can't take. Please go home. All of y'all, go home. The only one who should be, who we need to get back out here is Chelandria. Everybody else, go home. Go home. Megan, how are you? Megan said, hey, y'all, I don't have a problem with Cierra having an issue with how Nick moved in the villa. Same, I agree. However, she did not get a villainette. She got a pristine edit until she was removed. Absolutely. But listen, I will feel some sort of way too. So I get her having an issue. The issue is she's not shutting up. Because she was removed from the show because of racism. So you popping back out, trying to steer the attention to someone else, but back on you and try to victimize yourself after you were removed for something awful that you did, that's not the way to operate. That's not the way to operate. Even you said exactly. You could see the moment that man's soul left his body, LOL. Him crouching down makes me cackle every time. And Cierra really should have just taken a social media break for months. She didn't listen to me. I said, come back January 1st. January 1st. Everybody would have forgot. Or not been as mad. She not listening. Hey, Nisha. Nisha said, hey, girl, Star family, what's up? I have been listening. Real Housewives of Miami triggers me. I don't like the way it feels or look. It's getting dark for me. Yes. I agree. I absolutely agree. Everyone stay healthy and happy. Yes, thank you so much. But yeah, Real Housewives of Miami is very dark, which is why if you guys want to know why I haven't reviewing it, it's because of what Nisha spoke about. It's very dark. I'm just like I came from from reviewing one dark reality TV show to another. I don't know if I could do that again. So we'll see what happens with the Real Housewives of Miami. Hey, Alexis. Alexis says, let's enjoy the quiet today because tomorrow our Chelandria will be facing lots of attacks from that girl's minions once that interview drops. Here's the thing. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the minions will start popping off. But at this point, Shelly and Chelandria haven't been on a platform like Keke Palmer's. Like Keke Palmer is a legitimate celebrity. So that means her community of legitimized celebrities watch her. And once that community taps in and sees what's happening and they start speaking about it, I feel like the support for Shelly and Chelandria will increase. And that army will not be able to withstand the protection that they are going to have. It honestly it feels like Will Smith after he slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. Remember, for a moment, everybody was like, oh my God, he could have killed him. Oh my God, this is so dangerous. Black men are very scary. And then out of nowhere, Will Smith started getting shooters. This is not funny, but I was just so gagged. I knew that Will Smith was a beloved celebrity, but I had no idea he had so many shooters. Everybody that was speaking out against Will Smith, people were bringing up, their assault charges and bankruptcies and saying, oh, remember when you kicked your pregnant wife down the steps? Like it was all stuff, regular people. This one guy was talking about him. Somebody said, well, you killed 4 people in a drunken car accident. Like it was insane. He started getting support out of nowhere to the point where everybody that was talking about him and trying to make him this big, scary black guy, everybody shut up and everybody moved on. To the point, everybody moved on so quickly from it that Chris Rock's mom did an interview and she was so pissed off. Oh, this is not funny. She was so pissed off. She was like, my son got assaulted at the Oscars and everybody's just going on with their lives. This should be a bigger issue, but it was because Will Smith in that week increasingly got so much support that everybody in the beginning who was supporting Chris Rock shut up because all of their tea was being spread. So I think that's what's going to happen. Prayers up. Prayers up. Hey, Denise. Denise said they basically went through the same thing, but Hannah is a champ and Sierra is trying to appeal to her fan. That's exactly what she's doing. Hey, Kim. Kim said, is it true Nick said some racist stuff about Asian people eating cats, or is it a lie? I do not know. I do not know. Sorry, family. I think this is a larger story that we're not going to discuss here, but I think something needs to be done about young people having a racist phase. I feel like every young person aside from Black girls, especially dark-skinned Black girls, have a racist phase. Even the boys, Black boys. I'm like, some of the stuff they be saying, I'm like, do you realize you're a Negro? They just be saying stuff, and I'm like, this is a little scary. That's like, oh, we got to talk about the Breakfast Club. I don't know if I want that kind of energy over here. We'll see. But that's what's going on with the Breakfast Club right now. They interviewed this like kid that became really big, a really big streamer or whatever. He got really big by using racism, and the Black women were really at the end of his attacks, and they confronted him. And there are so many young Black people defending that guy. And everybody's just like, are you serious? But it's such a difference because it's like literal, like younger baby Gen Z and Gen Alpha that is defending this guy, and everybody else is like, y'all are defending racism? You're Black. What is going on? But it seems like something is happening where the youth all have a racist phase, and that their racism normally happens. Normally, Asian people and Black people are the victims of that. Like they all like, and that's the thing with Love Island. I'm like, it's going to be very difficult for y'all to find young people. That's why it needs to be millennial or Gen X Island, because you got to get people who don't have a a digital footprint. And if you are going to cast young people who have a digital footprint, you are going to find racism. Because for some reason, this generation, I'll leave out the Zennials, because every time I say anything about Gen Z, the Zennials say, "Excuse me." Y'all always cuss me out. So baby Gen Z and Gen Alpha, like they all have there is something going on. And I think it's because they have basically been raised by social media, the internet, YouTube, Twitch. Like these awful people have been the ones who are raising these kids. No shade to the parents, overworking, underpaid. You need a break. You give your kid the laptop and tell them to go watch a YouTube video. You don't know that they're listening to a literal Nazi. You don't know that your kid is being raised to be a white supremacist. So, I get that, but it's something really weird going on with they all have like a racist, like they got to go through racism and then mature. And it's very weird. And it's just specifically just this generation. They're even more racist than the boomers. The boomers are concerned. when you are concerning the boomers, when the boomers are like, whoa, that's a little too racist for me, Gen Z, something is wrong. Hey, KG. KG said, I've been giving Cierra a lot of grace, but turns out she's not as smart as I thought she was. If you're so unbothered in Greece, just let it be that. Put the phone down. It was so weird. I'm like, you're all the way in Greece thinking about Nick? But guys, I think it was that Disney video. No shade, it would have set me off too. So I think it was that Disney video. And she was like, wait a damn minute. She heard when the water's so blue, and she lost it. She lost it. Crash outs happen. Especially, we also have to realize she slept with that guy multiple times. Listen, I'm not saying I understand, but she slept with that dude multiple times, only for him to not leave with her and get with the girl you knew that he wanted the whole time. So I think she's also replaying everything that he said to her. And, her saying, oh, I'm just glad it was Chelandria and fine that it was her. Girl, it's not fine that it was her. It's not fine. Megan said, how are women with a billionaire husband and you get caught with your millionaire lover on a kiss cam? Now you not only messed up your marriage and family, but also your bag. Foolish. But he's going to work again. He's going to work again. Because all of them cheat. Everybody at Astronomer is cheating. So, that's not going to, just that company, he's probably going to be working at Disney soon. He is going to be just fine. Just a minute said, mind you, is Cierra on holiday with the same people who left her out to dry? Fair weather friends. Maybe there's more to it. Honestly, she shouldn't just disappear. Honestly, she should just disappear instead of fueling more negativity. I agree. I don't know if she's on holiday with them. If she is, foolish. I wouldn't have I would have had all them girls blocked. Foolish. Pretty little baby. Pepe said, I'm so glad I came on YouTube by chance. I was like, I miss my Star family community. And bam, I see this. Didn't even get a notification, so I'm salty about that, but glad to be here. Thank you so much for being here, Pepe. Zora said, word on the curb is that the millionaire's current wife was his son. Oh! Ooh! So is this an instance of how you get them is how you lose them? Now, this is the thing. If she was his side piece, I hope that she was smart enough to put a cheating clause in their divorce agreement. In their marriage agreement. Ciao. Denise said, but he seemed to like Cierra to some degree in the beginning. It's just that they drifted apart because it probably wasn't based on anything more than the physical, but things changed after Soul Ties. Yeah. It absolutely did. I will say this new feature is allowing me to see how hot everybody in the Star family is. You guys are so beautiful. Hey, Denise, you're stunning. Hey, Yasmin. Yasmin says Cierra thinks she is white passing. It will get some grace as clear people. She will find out soon that she is a minority. Yeah, What sucks? But you know what? This is the age that non-Black people get their wake-up call. Because I got my wake-up call just around this time too. Because you think like, oh my God, racism is of the past. And then an incident happens and you're like, oh, so this is still the 60s. Okay. So this is the age where they're all getting their wake-up call. E for Empathy said, I hate that people are mad at Nick for not leaving with her or wanting to stay with her. He made it clear that production didn't tell him exactly what happened, but made it clear it was bad. And he said that. He said, I didn't, want to, pursue something with somebody who did something that didn't align with my values. And because he wasn't sure, he decided to stay. Smart. But can we be clear? We watched the season. Nick stayed for Chelandria. He has fought to save her every time. Just Amina said, I'm so excited for the episode with Keke tomorrow. Me too. Does anybody know when it drops? Assuming they filmed before the whole Huda unfollowing. So I don't know how much of that they'll cover. You're right. May just be for the best. Yeah. Brown Beauty said, Cierra never saw Laundry as competition. Absolutely. That's why she didn't take Nick and Ola seriously. And I get the feeling Huda might like Nick too. She stays crowding Nick and Ola. No, I don't think that Huda likes Nick. I think that Huda likes any man that likes Black women because she doesn't see Black women as competition. That's why she goes for Black men who she does not like. She hates them. She hates Black men. Look how she talks to them because she hates that she has to rely on them for partnership because she can't get the men in her community and she can't get the white boys. So she has to lower herself in her mind. She has to lower herself to get with one of them. And she hates that. That's why she talks to treat them the way she is. And I'm telling you that little community of nut jobs are bigging her up. So she doesn't think that she is doing anything wrong. But the minute she harms one of them or sends one of them the glory, all of a sudden everybody gonna want to back away. Oh, I never saw. No. I'm screenshotting everything. Everybody who want to support her, as soon as she makes it to the IG channel, I'm saying, remember this two-faced? Remember this was your girl. Now she's in Rikers. Does Rikers take women? I don't know. But they are supporting her and they are letting her know that her behavior is okay. She's unwell. She's going to take that to the extreme. And I don't know if it's going to be Miguel's friend, but somebody is going to find out quickly. Denise said, LMAO, that end run around not kissing anyone in the challenge should be studied. Yasmin says Sierra should have stayed quiet and maybe Love Island would have brought her back. She is getting advice from the wrong people. She's getting advice from them influencers who don't like her. That's the thing. Everybody's just like, the audio was talking about your boyfriend wanted somebody else. I'm like, boyfriend, summer fling at best. So, he was a guy you write about in your diary. Nothing serious. Just Amina said, mind you, Austin got away. Scott Disick free. You hate to see it. We all knew though. Is anyone going to watch those interviews with the Islanders we don't care about as much? No, I don't want them. Are people still interviewing them? We gotta stop. It's enough. They have to go home. LA is not a place to play with. It's only two options for them: escorting or Skid Row. This place will devour you. Go home. Y'all are young and delusional. Go home. Go home. CM says Sierra thought Nick would come through after the villa. Said his plan sped up. Nick said his plan sped up and he got his end game early. Oh, yeah, he's not letting Chelandria go. I can understand her being upset too, but it's just like the timing of this is absolutely demonic. Absolutely. Hey, Busola, thank you so much for the super sticker. Oh, here she is. Thank you so much for the super sticker. A pretty little baby. Microwaving. I'm afraid for next week. I'm afraid for what is going on. Hey, handsome. I love the okay, StreamYard. I love it. Oh, the Star family is so pretty. I love it. Cece said, I don't know why Sierra didn't just apologize and go ghost. I think at this point, this is her only form of income. or she really wants to make her influencer bag. So she's going to try to victimize herself, but it's not going to work because she didn't receive a villain edit. It's a lie. It's a lie. JL, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I gotta find my tambourine to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, JL. Happy birthday, my dear. I hope you had a blessed one. What are you doing for your birthday? Let's chat. Thank you guys. If you watch my blog, this is one of the Fashion Nova pieces that I got. I cannot stand them. I hate Fashion Nova because a piece oh my God, you got to watch my next vlog, guys. I went to, the girl that does, the designer that does all of Beyonce's bedazzling for all of her outfits. She did all of Black is King. She had a pop-up shop, like not too far from where I live. And so I went to her pop-up shop, but I had this whole outfit that I was going to wear. And one of the outfits was a dress that I got from Fashion Nova. If you watch my blog, me and Fashion Nova don't work together. The sizes, it's just, I don't like that glorified back page. The clothing is all over the place. It doesn't work for me, but my mom and my sisters love it. For me, I've always had just a bad time with Fashion Nova. So I'm just like, that was the last order I got from them because I had a credit, because the outfit that I got the sizes were all over the place. The quality was cheap. So I sent it back. And that's when I found out that Fashion Nova don't refund your money. You get a credit. So I used that credit to get these outfits so that I could go to the Black Film Festival in Miami. Got the outfits, nothing fit. I looked a mess, right? A few things I was going to return and I was just going to give the credit to my mom. But because I got the outfits, when it was like a buy one, get one free, I wouldn't have got no credit. So I was like, forget it. I'll keep the outfits, right? So I'm really excited to go to like this bedazzled factory and see all of the Black is King outfits. And I had this dress that I was going to wear. I did not know that all of Fashion Nova's outfits are basically plastic. Soon as I put my iron on the garment, melted a hole. It's a dress. Why is this dress made out of plastic? I was so pissed off. So this is like the only piece that I got from them that actually looks cute, but I'll never iron it. I'll never iron it. It's probably plastic. So thank you so much for letting me know I look good in the pink. It is Fashion Nova. That was a long way of saying thank you so much and that I hate Fashion Nova. Zora said Shannon Sharp didn't want to give his daughter $30K, but willing to give a teenager $25K per cheek. And well, this is the thing. Not only did he give her, he gave her $25K per cheek, he gave her his kids' inheritance. There will be no inheritance for them children. She got it. She got his kids' inheritance. If he drops today, they will be in debt. 57. And the thing about this whole thing that is so spiritual, he got multiple warnings. Cat Williams warned him. Monique warned him. And what did he do? Oh, boss, I say. And now look at you. Monique told him, what are you going to do? What is he going to do? Yikes. He was probably insecure about his hands. That's what I think he was. I think he was also very insecure about his looks. But I think he's handsome. Well, not now. Back in the day, there's a picture of him. I ain't even gonna hold you. There's a picture of him. I think he's a cute or whatever. But it's a picture of him and all his like football friends on the beach from like the 90s. He would have got me. My God, today. But I think, I think it's his skin color and I think it's his African features. I hate to say it. Black Americans hate looking African. It's slavery, guys. It's slavery. I don't. Me and Alandria don't. We love it. Look at me giving Senegalese. Am I giving some? I get Nigerian a lot though. Jumbo, that's South Africa. That's South Africa. Yeah, but you know, it's a thing. It's the slavery, the breaking of a human being, and you know, Jim Crow. We got work to do. We got work to do. But I think that's what it is. I think that's what it. Oh, let me remove this comment. And I also think there's no way he doesn't have insecurity about them hands. What? What? And maybe being called Barney didn't help. Y'all know Barney is a freak. Do y'all know that? Barney is the guy that plays him. He is a menace in them LA streets. Anyway, poor guy. Poor guy. Still dark. Still got them beautiful features of our ancestors that he hates. Got them Barney hands, and now no money. He's still gonna lie down with a white woman. He's never gonna learn. And now the white girls know that he's settling. They're gonna drain him. They're gonna drain him. All the white girls are just like, oh, he's settling. I slept with Barney for nothing. Child, they getting their money. They getting their money. Oh my God, you guys are loving the pink. Thanks. Thank you so much. Denise said also, them trying to say what Taylor did and what Nick did are the same is whack. Taylor stole Chelandria's time and most got her kicked off the show, whereas Cierra's action got her off the show. They're grasping at straws. They're doing absolutely what Cierra wanted them to do. She wanted to get the heat off of her. Hey, Mariah. Mariah said, I do think Cierra thought Chelandria wasn't a threat. Absolutely. But I think she knew he had feelings for O and wanted to lock it in. Then seeing what happened after she gave congrats for Chelandria. Yeah, I think so too. Cece said, I'm not buying that lip combo until they put Ola's name on it. You know what? That's a smart idea because I was going to buy the lip combo. But since you said that, yeah, I'm going to hold out. Let her get her coins. I guess. I guess that's what we're doing. I'm really just trying to wear all of my Fashion Nova stuff before I just throw it away. I'm not giving this to no shelter. This is going straight to the trash. Oh, should I just burn it? Because don't we have like a... Yeah, I think I should just... I don't know. Y'all tell me what to do. Listen, I agree with that, but here's the thing. If Shelly, Ace, and Chelandria don't do it, I will respect them because I wouldn't want to work with a show that created such horror for me. So if they don't do it, then I will actually respect them. And I would hope that they would do their own reality TV show on YouTube. That would be the smartest thing to do. That would be too peanut gallery. It's too much going on. It's too much going on. I love her. I actually wrote a pilot where she plays my grandmother because she looks just like my grandmother. Thank you so much. Zora said they're holding us against our... Oh, you like it? I'm sick of them. They keep on... First of all, they, at their big ages, they're going to content houses to create content. Let's fill out some job applications. It's not the end. It's not the end, y'all. Y'all can do something else until another show's comes a knocking. But right now, it's not working. But this is the thing, Mel. It sucks for them that this is the worst season, but they gotta pivot because this being the worst season is just not working out for them. Like everybody watched it, but everybody watched it in horror. So it's like brands are afraid to even work with these people because of how awful everybody came off, except for Shalace and NikkiNicoleStar. Brittany said, seeing Austin and Charlie drunk made me a little sad. Y'all don't have any business attention. They need to go home. They need to go home. That's the thing. Smart thing to do. but they have to realize the temperature of this season and the tone it's set is not going to be profitable for them right now. What they need to try to do is get on Love Island Games, and hopefully that will be a more positive rebrand for them. But right now, it doesn't work. It's not a good look to be connected to the show right now. Wavy said, honestly, I don't blame them, because if I had the opportunity to not work, I'd be dancing. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I get it, but it's just like the opportunities for this season is not the same as it was for season 6, because it didn't end on a positive note. So it's a mess. Mama Star said, hey, Star family. Mama Star is here for the review. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day today. Love you all. Love you too, Mama. That's the thing. Thank you so much, Brittany. Brittany said, this wasn't a likable cast. Hood, Ace Taylor, 2 people kicked off for racism. Listen, I've changed my thoughts on Ace. I just feel like he got a bad edit. With Taylor, I thought he got a bad edit too, and then he came out the villa and showed me they could have shown more. I was like, oh, they actually protected you. What? Where is she? That is very true. What happened? And I hope she's not really going to donate that money, because I'm just like, Amaya. Yes, it's only 27K. Well, not only 27K. Yeah, that's something. Don't donate that. Do you have it to donate? You live in New York City. You need every coin. And we only saw them for 2 seconds. It's like, enough. Go home to Utah, Vanna. Hey, Ajubi. Thank you for being here. Hey, Christina. I know. Our Theo. JLB said they enabled hood sexicity and won't make clear statements about racism. They tanked the season themselves. Denise said, did you see Lauren and Cameron? Yes, I saw that they're willing to interview Chelandria if a brand is willing to sponsor it to make it happen. Smart. I honestly, we talked about this before, but I honestly see Lauren and Cameron in Chelandria, because the way Cameron loves, protects her, and leads her, and not like he has to, but he's just, I got this. You won't have to do this. Like, you can do it if you want to, but if you don't, I got it. Like, I see that being the same way, and I would love for Cameron to mentor Nick and let him know, like, you got a baddie on your hands. This is how you got to handle it. I don't know if you've been here before, but let me tell you what you need to do, because he also is somebody who really made sure Cameron really made sure that they never had to go back to their jobs before the show. Like, he really, because I saw a video on him on how he monetizes content and the things that he does to support his family. And I think that that's what Nick is trying to do as well. But getting with somebody who's already been there and done it and has been successful, he would be a great mentor for him. Oh my gosh. Christina said, this is about Malcolm Jamal Warner. Some followers of mine who are lifeguards said that the currents there are so strong, even Olympians can't outswim them. Ugh. As soon as they said current, I was like, yep, it's bad. Yes, he is Gen X, but us millennials love him. We grew up with Theo like that, Gen X and millennials, the body took another hit. Devonda said, rest in power to his family and friends. I grew up with him on my TV screen. Great actor. Absolutely. Oh, he has a daughter? Oh, he was young. My God, today. I think they'll be great. I think she'll give them great questions, and I think she will care for them really, really well. 3 a.m. East Coast. Why? Midnight. Oh, so is it on tonight or is it midnight Tuesday? Why? That's very weird. JK Knight 316 said, oh, okay, I'll be set. I don't think it'll be juicy because they filmed it before Huda dropped. Yeah, you're right. B Nickel said we need a safe space for them to go after everything Huda headquarters has been doing. Yeah. I don't know. Who else would they go to though, guys? Who else will they go to? And they're gonna get exactly what they're looking for, messing with her. They're gonna get exactly what they're looking for, messing with Leah. Oh, really? Oh, you know what? Give me shelter. I've never seen your profile image this up close. Is your profile image a skeleton banging a cocaine? I have never seen you. Give me shelter. What in a freaky Lord? Oh my gosh. Aunt Boopy. Hi. Hey guys, this is my aunt. So behave. Hi, Aunt Boopy. Thank you for being here. Devonda said, did you guys see Ola snap her supporters? Her supporters were in their prey. Yeah, I saw that. That was so sweet. Christina said also the comments were getting spammed like crazy once he put up a paywall. It will filter. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, because I was watching his live, and every time Alondria got onto the screen, the people who were watching, some, not everybody, but there were a lot of people in there who were calling Alondria a monkey and a chimp. So smart for him. Yeah, if they continue to work together, they will all go very far. Peanut Gallery said Nick is also taking control of those abusive Huda fans who ruined the last stream. Yeah. And it's sad because that was the last thing they did together before she went home. She needed it though. She needed to just go home and just rest. Oh, it is? So it's definitely in Microbraids. Christina said, and somebody was whining about Nick's cameos being 200. That's cheap if you ask me. Dude, if they were cheap, he would have 9,000. Yeah, he would. He probably still has it. I'm telling you, Nick could go in. All of them could honestly break into acting. They got it. Nick was his cameos, and just the way he is in front of the camera, they all got something. He needs her back. Oh, I like that. Let Cordell mentor you. He does. I think for him, this is, especially for Alondria, this is very new. He's handling it very well. Alondria, not so much, because she's a shy person. But he's handling it very well. If he gets the right team, if he continues to listen to Ace, they got it. I hope so too. JLB. Like, she deserves to explore this time and see what opportunities comes for her. Because also with her being the eldest, there is probably there's probably a portion of her fundings that goes to help her younger siblings. So she's probably thinking about that. Like, if I, go out there with no job and no opportunities, that money dries up, and that is helping for this and helping for that. You know what I mean? Alexa said, I think her mom and sisters have to set her free. Unfortunately, she won't make a move if she feels hesitation for them. I agree. Christina said, girl, I've had stuff with the D's blocked for years. She's been a problem. I would see her, but I never subscribed to her kind of content, because the first time I saw her, she was talking about the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni case. And it gave me the ick. The way that she was just like so excited about it. I'm like, something is sinister about your soul. I'm gonna move on. It's so frustrating, but here's the thing. If a lot of people hop on it, it could cause some problems for everybody. That's why I hope that Jessie sues her. She needs to. That lady is lying and using edited content to give her lies weight. Jessie absolutely needs to sue her. for everything she got. Everything she got. Um, hey, Chrissy. Chrissy said, yes, she out here lying and playing victim poor user. Okay. The Whitney edit said, hey, chat, just logging on, hoping everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Gibby Shelton said that EJ, Dwight, and Stephanie drama is wild on TikTok. I like EJ. He doesn't play about black women. I like him as well. I hope that this whole thing doesn't kill his spirit, because what that lady is doing is absolutely evil. Absolutely evil. Denise said, Nick left a comment under one of NikkiLandria's shirts edit saying, why is this video 4 hours long? Oh, he's lost without her. Nick, watch the NikkiLandria movie on Twitter until Alandria comes back. Mari said it's been really frustrating seeing her targeting them, and she just won't quit. She won't quit because a lot of people feel comfortable now because of the fact that we're living in Trump's America. Oh, she is? Good for her. She needs to. She needs to, because that lady lied. I watched that whole interview and I was just like, none of this was said. But the way she cut it up, sinister. Sinister. And she would stop. Like she would, the first video I saw of her, she would, before it got to a part that would debunk her lies, she would stop and say what wasn't said, but she wouldn't play the clip, so you wouldn't know that it wasn't said, and she would say something completely different. And I was like, this is scary. Very, 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 very scary. Give Me Shelter said they should file a defamation suit against Stephanie. If the roles were reversed, they would have gotten served court papers this Monday. Both of them need to. But see, I don't think that EJ has the coins. I don't think he has the coins. At least right now. AI said Nick says he has anxiety. I think after living in the villa for 2 months, he probably feels odd not being there or having Alandria with them. Yeah, probably. Probably. Hey, Simply Simone. Simply Simone said Cameron from Love is Blind said that they would interview NikkiLandria if a brand were to sponsor the episode, since they're getting requests daily to interview him. And I think it's absolutely smart. It has to be. It has to be. Listen, I was even thinking Oprah. But it seems like Mother, this show isn't on her radar, and Mother is just relaxing in her money. In this profile picture. Love Like You Are said, and mind you, Cierra is in Greece with friends that disown. Oh, she is with those girls while she was in the villa and left. Okay, so that's what happens. Those are the ones who put the battery in her back. They put the battery in her back. Oh, a mess. Oh, a mess. NC said, yes, Stephanie is disgusting. The way she villainized Jesse and EJ is diabolical. And the way a large part of that audience believed her and just ran with the lies is reminiscent of the mega cult followed. Well, see, here's the thing. We're in the season of disinformation. Facts no longer matter. Facts no longer matter. This is why people have to seriously start suing. Until they change them laws, use it to your benefit. JK Knight said, what happened to her cool girl act? She was supporting NikkiLandria. She's on a trip with her friends, and they told her that she is the victim, and she ate it up. Ashley said, Nick says he travels the world. I wonder this also to get his attention and show him she's a traveler. I think it could be that, but it also could be him trying to put out there that they want a travel show. And I think with him saying that he wants the money for them to travel, I hope that they are all going to be traveling together and putting up travel content. That will work. Like all 4 of them, I'm telling you, I see the legitimized celebrity trajectory that they are on. If they keep on doing what they're doing, they will all be very successful and probably the most successful Love Islanders to date. Devonda said, these non-white girls are being picked me. Nick ain't the prize. Well, see, here's the thing. He's an attractive white guy who obviously is some sort of well off. And he has been platformed on this really popular show. And they all, for some reason, think that the best men are for only them and that we get the scraps. And the scraps are black men. The kicker is the scraps are black men. They said the Negroes are for you, but for us, this is what we have to get. And when a woman that does not look like them gets something that they think is supposed to be for them, they lose their Meghan freaking Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, the Princess of Crenshaw. All she did was be pretty. And Harry said, I need that. And there are literal white women who look like Gollum in a lace front who hate that woman because they believe two things. One, that they look better. Racism rots the brain. Racism rots the brain, and it puts you in a delusional psychosis. They think that they look better than her, and they think that they had a shot with Harry. That's exactly what's happening with Chelandria. It's exactly what's happening with Shelley. They can't believe that those women that look like that are getting the treatment and the men that they think that they deserve. It's the racism. It's rotting their brains. It's rotting their brains. That's why I'm better than the racists. I absolutely do not. Oh my God, you think you're better than me? I absolutely know that I am. Because I don't have your disease. My brain is fully intact. My brain is not rotting. Your brain is. If you think that you are better than anybody because of the color of your skin, something's wrong. And I'm not going to engage in that. Something is wrong. Now, do I think that I look better than everybody? Yes. But I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius, like, you know, we just confident, like we conceited, we got a reason. That don't got nothing to do with race. That's my star sign. Why would you do that?
Do you want the producer inside scoop about these interviews?
NikkiNicoleStar wants to give producer inside
scoop.
I
don't want to take credit. This is another producer, but
so what?
A producer you're very close to, by the way.
Oh wait, does she know that you're telling me this? She said it's okay.
Told me I can tell you that
we got inside tea. What's happening? Come on, you got to come here so we can hear you.
The episode dropped.
Toya, you have to.
I'm telling you.
No, well, you have to.
I'm telling you, you can repeat it.
Well, no, they have to hear you. 5:55 a.m. PST. Y'all already know that? Excuse me, what?
5:55
the Keke Palmer, the girl that's gets Keke Palmer podcast episode drops with Shelly and Chelandria, drops on YouTube Tuesday at
5:55 a.m.
5:55 a.m.
PST.
Pacific Standard Time.
So that's going to be 8:55 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, 8 for the East Coast, 5 a.m. for me. I won't watch it. Not at that time.
And she said that's the first teaser drop. So it must be a bunch of stuff.
First teaser? What does that mean? Is it not the first episode? It's the first episode. Or is it like a 3-parter?
It says first teaser drops at 5:55 a.m.
So your teaser is not the episode. Wait, you're giving me correct information.
No parts for me.
Can you ask her?
Also, I told her to come on your YouTube.
Oh, wait, okay. But also ask her, because you said teaser. Ask her, is it a teaser or the actual episode? Because I've been told all these people. I have told 10,000 people who are watching me that the show drops at 5:55, and you said teaser. Well, no, don't, because I don't want them to hear her voice. I don't want them to hear her voice. I don't want her to get in trouble.
I hope she answers this phone. This is
I don't want her to get in trouble.
This has really taken over our home, and this is ridiculous.
It is. Rachel says the edit is literally the consequences of her actions. She was literally a fan favorite up until the slur. Yep. But she thinks that big black girl took everything from me. Even my white man. So she's spazzing out. But I'm going to get correct information because Nikki.Star then ran in here and I don't know if the information is correct. So hold on, Star family. Give me shelter with this freaky profile pic, child. Said the gag is that once TikTok is acquired, those payouts are going to look very different. That's why they are who's about to buy TikTok? They gonna let that go? I'm gonna go back to Red Note. Blended Dreams. Oh God, I might have to go back to Instagram. Blended Dream says some TikTok investigators noticed she's in Greece with friends that publicly fool. You only got to mess with me once. One time. Never again. But she got to learn, child. AI said he knew Chelandria before Cierra. It's not his fault. Ola was focused on Taylor, but Bella-A and Taylor knew Nick. Everybody knew but Chelandria. Everybody in the villa knew. The narrator knew. What's her name? Ariana knew. That's what she was rooting for them. She was in everybody's comments. I'm Team NikkiNicoleStar. When that girl was with when he was with Sierra, everybody knew but Chelandria.
It's the episode part. It's just your door opening.
Why do you open? Can you knock? Yes. Why don't you do that? The episode drops at 5:55.
Let me get my phone.
Thank you. This is so chaotic. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
The teaser drops at 5:55, like I told you, and then the episode drops at 7 a.m.
The teaser for the episode drops at 5:55 PST on YouTube tomorrow. The episode drops at 7 a.m. PST. You heard it
off the press.
And that's hot off the press. You've heard it first. I hope it's correct information. But that's the producer, so she will know. I'm on the phone. So she wouldn't steer me wrong. You know what? I could see that. Mom. The internet said this is why they can't have influencers on the show. It messes things up. It does, but then we got some influencers that, Ace is an influencer, and I really liked him. Shelly's an influencer. I liked her. So maybe non-black ones. I'll take the black influencers. Brittany said, I actually love Cierra on the show. Even her sneaky moves were so undetectable. Her racism is what did her in. Yep, but she says villain at it. It's the villain at it. Okay, girl. Simply Simone said, the lawyers on TikTok said since she violated the supposed guidelines of the network, she won't be invited to the reunion. Well, you never know. You never know, child. Peacock, who knows? But I could see that being a reason why she won't come back. Love Like You Are said, would Cierra, okay, even be invited to the reunion she got kicked off? Simply Simone said, Simply Simone said, probably not. Close the doors. Film that reunion, please. I wouldn't be surprised if she links up with her and does content. This is such a dumb thing to do. Like, Cierra, look in the mirror. Where are you living where you think that you cannot be touched? Like, babe, you are not white, girl. She did. She absolutely did. It was not a villain edit. It was racism. Brown Girl 44 said, I feel like a fool. I was actually feeling sorry for Cierra. I should have known better. We all felt sorry for her. We really took her apology to heart, but I should have known with that freaking empath sweatshirt that she was a scammer. Carmen said, I'm not going to lie. I've been contemplating subscribing to Nick's content all day. Oh. Listen, I can't do it. I need to. I have things that I have to do. I cannot be, feasting on NikkiNicoleStar. I can't. But if you do subscribe, let me know. What is he posting? Alexa says she won't be at the reunion, which is just episode 37 of the show. She was kicked off for violating her policy, which is true. So we'll see. But I don't think she will. I do not think she will. Arcada said maybe she thought he was faking with Ola. Then she saw the live. Poor girl. She saw that live. Speaking of that live, when Nick kept on touching her hair, and she's like, he's messing up my leave out, and he looked confused, and he was like, and she was like, oh, I gotta teach him. I can't. I can't. I need a break from that couple. I can't. It was so adorable. Brittany said, Arcadis, that's exactly what happened because she was so happy for them until they left the villa and he was still with Chelandria and never hear her up. Cierra, did you think that Nick was faking and that he was eventually going to come back to you? That's why you got to stop sleeping with these men so early. Especially if you are a person who cannot have casual sex. If you feel like the clam is going to make that man stay, you should not be having casual sex. It will never keep him. It will never keep him. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna curl my hair up again. I can't. It won't stay straight. The funniest thing was I had it twisted up at the gym. And when I was at the gym, it started like this. When I got out of my my bar class, it was like right here. I can't. I'm just not going to do it anymore. I tried to do the straight thing, but hello. The African ancestry in me said absolutely not. Not on my watch. You know what? I would never do a 23andMe because I'm not giving the Mormons my DNA. But if Henry Louis Gates, when I get big enough and he invites me, oh God, it's PBS. Wait, they defunded that old man and his sausage fingers have got to go. Michael, Gabriel, let it happen. Get to work. He cannot be on this earth any longer. PBS. Allegedly, he cannot be on the. Allegedly. JK Knight said Nick's family do not play about Ola. Ella, Nick's sister, got on her TikTok quick with the PR and had her sick mom up and in the kitchen making meatballs for Ola. Yeah, they were all calling her Ella Pope. Oh, yeah, the family loves her. That's the thing. They both got approval. They're good. They're good. Give Me Shelter says Sierra was a typical traffic POC. The epicanthic fold she tried to erase and referred to as a C word. Oh, it's common in Asian population, but also found in other in other ethnicities, including NA. What's NA? They're absolutely found in Africa. Because of course. Epicanthic. Okay, look at y'all educating me. I know that's right. Oh, I have that. Yeah, I have that right here. Oh, it's epicanthic. I thought it was just me getting old. Yeah, I got that. Our skin folds that extend from the upper eyelids. Oh my God, not me. Okay. Shout out to the Asian community. I know that's right. The End of the H said the cheaters did not know how to play it cool. They made it so much work. They sure did. They sure did. Because this is the thing. The way they acted made everybody react the way that they reacted. So Christina said, oh, are they cheating? They're having an affair? Like, because the way they responded, I would have been like, not me, but you know, if I wasn't raised right, I would have been like, oh. You're hiding. Love Like You Are said, and the head of HR is so greedy because she married to another CEO from another company. So, oof. And her husband didn't look that bad either. I do not know. I do not know. It's always HR. It's always HR. We got another super chat from Zora. Thank you, Zora, for the super chat. Zora said Ola was supposed to be a bombshell on season 6. Who do you think she would have gone for? They absolutely would have sent her in for Cordell because of how much Cordell was on Serena. And I'm so glad she didn't. Because I don't know, child. I don't know how that would have happened. So thank God she was in Thailand. Jessamina said they may have just been work attractive. You know, it's different when you have nobody else around. True. Proximity. She cheated on a dynasty? Legacy? Foolish. Oh my God, you're not getting none of that. That's been debunked. That's not his daughter. She was just looking for followers. The kids be lying. Candace said the CEO of a company and too dumb and reckless to cheat without getting caught. Lord have mercy. Hugged up at a Coldplay concert and box seats. Y'all couldn't stream it and y'all cheating cabin in the woods? Foolish. Do something. She got to do something. Put sugar in his tank. Do something. Love Tanya said Nikki he did not resign. They asked him to leave. Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like they gave him a nice little lump sum and said the company is getting too much attention. We don't want it like that. You gotta go. You gotta go. They should have did something. That was so ridiculous. I'm like, wow, of course you're busted. Hannah says Sierra, like many men and women, think that Ola isn't desirable. To handsome white men like Nick, her anti-blackness showed. Absolutely. And it's showing again. It is showing again. Well, yeah. That's not him. He only has sons. That girl is lying. She is lying. Alexa said he can't sue. As a CEO, he has specific clauses related to ethics and morality. Even true. Yeah, you know they call him Barney. You know what? Bullying affects everyone, even at 57. Even at 57. And the workforce was OnlyFans. The workforce is OnlyFans. My God, today. Okay. So she can't. So she don't need it. She don't need it though. She don't need to fall again. So Denise said dismiss with prejudice means it's over. She cannot sue again. He gave her something now. That man has to continue working for the rest of his life because if he goes today, they're going to have to put out a GoFundMe. There ain't no money. Ciao. TA said Shannon is too old for that crap. Well, 50 million down. He might grow up and act as well. Listen, it's expensive. I remember he released that statement that he did a whole video on his channel that the Busby guy goes after is a racist who goes after black men to steal their wealth. And I'm like, you put yourself in that position. That Busby guy wasn't looking for you. Somebody sought him out. You put yourself in that position. But he was warned. That's the thing. It's like there's no way that this is not spiritual. Like you were warned twice. That is scary. Okay, thank you. Zuniga. It's Zuniga? Oh, Zuniga. Whoa. I know she got teased in school. Zuniga. It's still, I know she got teased. Brown Beauty said the ironic part of all this is that Shannon didn't want to give money to his black daughters, but he's given this big payout to an OnlyFans model. The jokes write themselves. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, does he have 50 million? Jesus. That's a lot of money. Does he have that to get? He hasn't been playing ball for decades. And I know ESPN ain't paying out like that, especially to nobody black. He probably got to pay her in installments. He got to pay her in installments. She is garnishing his wages. Oh! Say what you want about them white women. My God, they know how to get a coin. Say what you want about. You know who I'm looking at next? Bill Belichick. Yeah. That the girl that's with him? Yeah. Watch her. Watch her. All day finesse said, what Shannon say? He want to date his wage, not his age, right? Well, sir, your wage must be 50 million. You know what? All day finesse. First of all, beautiful smile. Now that I can see your image full, I feel like I can hear you saying this and getting a chuckle. OMG. Give me Johnson said black men with low racial self-esteem are about to become. Drain them. I'm sorry. Black men with low racial self-esteem, they have too much influence in my community and it's getting dangerous. White women, let's go. Please help us, sisters. Drain them. Please, we need them to remove all influence. They have too much influence in my community. Please, white women, let's go. Drain them. Let them black men with low racial self-esteem retire you. Let's go, sisters. We can do it. NC said, I miss the days when people would cheat in secret. Adulterers are so bold these days. There's just no shame in it anymore. Glad I was raised right. Listen, it's a different time now, child. The NNH says Shannon was going after those young girls so he can control them. Disgusting. Yep. And what did this girl say? Miss Zuniga. Daphne. What's her name? Miss Negro. She said, oh, no, reverse. Oh, no, reverse. Draw $50 million. Oh, my God. Does he have that money? Yikes. Yikes. Devonta said, I need Shelly Chelandria, the pseudo stands who hacked her account while she was on the show in Love Island. Didn't acknowledge. Let me tell you something. One thing I know, back in the day when I used to be on my assistant, never again, worst season of my life. When I used to be assistant for wealthy, one thing I knew about them is that the ones that didn't get their wealth from slavery got it from suing. Got it from suing. My boss was like, people don't sue. People do not sue enough. You need to sue. Y'all better sue. Learn from the wealthy. Sue. Sue. Y'all don't sue enough. Y'all do not sue enough. 50K. not you remembering the message. 50K a cheek. One thing I will say about this young lady, she said, F the baby. Because that was one angle. She was trying to get pregnant. And then she said, you know what? Why give myself labor? Why? That's what I'm saying. That's what y'all need to start doing. F the baby. Get the bag. F the baby. Get the bag. No more getting pregnant for child support. Get the bag. The Whitney Etta said, y'all imagine that money could have been used to send 100. He wouldn't. That's the thing. Black people like that, that's why they're able to get in those spaces to get that kind of money, because those who agree to allow them in those spaces know that they are not going to put their money back in their community. Absolutely not. Them ball players, they check the temperature of their politics before they make them stars. They want to make sure that money will not touch the Black community. They are not just picked for their talents. They're also picked for their ignorance. Megan said, if this was a first-time offense, ESPN might have taken him back. This is the second sexcapade scandal within a year. Yeah, he's done. He's done. He's done. Hannah said, I feel like the community protects and praises dark-skinned Black men way more than Black women. The way our community basically hates light-skinned Black men because they are weak. Well, here's the thing. The way we protect Black men is we make them desirable guard dogs, right? Because when you think of dark Black men, or like just Black people in general, especially the darker skin, dark Black, in the minds of everyone, dark skin is power. The more lighter it is, the more that it is believed that this person has less power, right? And that is why light-skinned men are perceived to be weak, because the Black community views light skin as a weakness. That's why I always say, so like the light-skinned girls who eat up, oh, I'm the preference. You're the preference because you're weak. That's what they're saying. Like, it's not because you're prettier. You are the preference because they consider your skin tone to be weak, and they consider you being that, with you being that close to whiteness, that you are weak. So with people with dark skin, that's why it doesn't work for Black women, because women are not supposed to be strong, because this patriarchy demon is poisoning our community. So if dark skin means strength and power, if we're living under patriarchy, you would hate that in a woman, because she is supposed to be weak and conquerable. So when you say that you don't like dark-skinned women, you're saying that you don't like power. So you get with a woman, a Huda, who is not Black, but has done everything to look like, who has done everything to look like a Black woman in some form. So you can get the woman without the power, because you are able to control and lead. So you think women like that, you can conquer them. You can't conquer the ones that you perceive to have power because of their skin color. So that doesn't work for us, but it works for the men, because the skin is power and strength. That's what we think. So for a guy, for a Black man who is dark skinned, it's like, oh, he's this powerful guy. He has all this strength. He probably can't even fight, but he's just dark. So people are like, so it works for him in machismo, right? It works for him where he intimidates men, but then he intimidates men to a point where they want to harm him because they're intimidated by him. And then if he's not this like guard dog or this warrior that everybody thinks he is because of the color of his skin, he's this the idea of BBC, right? He's like this sexual concubine that everybody wants to sleep with, because that is also made desirable because of his skin. It means that he's tough and macho. So that is the guy that everybody wants to bed and everybody wants to protect him. So it doesn't really work for them. And that's why, and we know it doesn't work, because look at the result. Look at the result. They're idiotic gigolos. This is the men of our community, slinging their penis to any non-Black woman that will bite, and being treated like Chris on national TV, being treated like Jeremiah on national TV. The community is broken, guys. We need help. We need help. We forget about them boys. We only check in with them when they're men, because we want to use their bodies to get us some kind of wealth. And they'll use that body to get that wealth, but they'll put it right back into the community that's oppressing us. So something isn't working. Something isn't working, and we gotta figure that out. Mevita said, what is so gross to me? And Cierra is calling Ola a friend while insinuating that she's a cheater, a liar, and her relationship is legitimate because it started as something deceptive. Friend, never. Yet she put that in, so when people clap back at her, she can be like, oh no, but I said that we were friends. That's damage control. He's the next victim. But see, this is the thing he wanted. He gonna get exactly what he's looking for. He is the next victim. I hope he makes it out alive. I hope he makes it out alive. Emelina said Miguel's friend is fine, but I see him with a different girl every 3 days. He's doing what these Love Islanders are doing. He's trying to stay relevant. But lucky for him, he's been getting booked on reality TV shows. But that reality TV money is not scripted TV money. So it's not a lot to sustain a lifestyle in a particular lifestyle in LA. It's very expensive. Yeah, that water incident, it made me sick to my stomach. Oh, what? Maybe I need to clock back in. I didn't know they was going through it. The Internet H said, I'm glad I don't know about the Breakfast Club thing. Kind of nice to be out of the loop for once. I'm only seeing it because there are so many Black people screaming at each other about it on my timeline. Hey, Jasmine, gorgeous. Jasmine said, I think kids know that racism is bad, but they go through an edgy phase. I think it is more of an extreme way to appeal to people who have a unique sense of humor. Absolutely. Absolutely. The problem is they're not growing out of it. They're just growing into adults because racism is profitable, or it has been, at least for Black streamers. Zora said, I'm not surprised this country is full of hate, and we're in an era where racist content is becoming more and more mainstream. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Boo Tifo said, when that shoulder bite happened, I knew it was that they were feeding us in that live. Feeding us. Nas B said, I love that oldest new family. Ella and Miss Jennifer basically said, anyways, it's NikkiNicoleStar forever around these parts. Absolutely. They love her. Remember, guys, his mom was the first one. She's the president, CEO, creator of NikkiNicoleStar. The first episode, her daughter says, so what do you think about everybody? And out of nowhere, her mom said, oh, the woman I am most drawn to is Alandria, because I think she makes men out of the boys in that villa. So that was the girl that and everybody started being like, oh, Nick's mom likes Alandria for him. And that's where that all started. She started NikkiNicoleStar. That woman put it in the atmosphere. She spoke it and she planted that seed. And she had seen its harvest. She said, that's my daughter-in-law. I'm going to get her. Even if my son can't see it, I see it. And she planted that seed, child. She planted that seed. Oh, you went to a museum, right? Look at you, fancy. I know that's right. Well, enjoy, my love. Devonda said, Hannah had a birthday party and a lot of white islanders were there and a sprinkle of color. I might see. Amaya, where is her people? She needs to be on a press tour. Devonda said Nick and Alandria was talking about getting a video editor and travel. They need to do it. Pepe said, guys, I forgot to update y'all. I got 2 job offers last weekend. Yes! I know that's right. Prayer changes things. There's power in the Star family. Amen. Congrats, Pepe. Oh, it's Swahili. It's East African. Oh, yeah, I'm not East African. My hips and backside tell a different story. Wavy said, Mama Star, Miss Melanie, please, I can't. Hey, Indigo girl. Indigo said, I thought it was so crazy at Maya and Brian talking about donating some of the money. So foolish. How much do they even have after taxes? They could use that money to invest in acting something, or at least to, pay LA rent for a studio in North Hollywood. That won't even get you a year. My God, today. How the hell am I surviving? The Lord. Nothing but the Lord. But when they said donating, I'm like, y'all would be lucky to walk away with $25K. After LA taxes, adios míos. They would be lucky to walk away with $25K. Oh, lucky. Sippy Sabo said, definitely can see Nick in one of a Netflix show or rom-com. He does. He absolutely has the energy and appeal. Me too. I hope they sue the brakes off that bobblehead. I hope, because she is like, oh, Gal King will be good too. You know, I don't know about Iyanla. She might get a little too deep. She might get a little too deep. And it's just like, yeah, we don't want to go that deep. The colonizer. He tried to entice you. And I say it, but not on my word. Like, we don't need all of that. We just need an actual journalist who is Black. That's it. She would be the best, but I don't know if the show is on her radar like that. We will see how much press this interview gets with Keke. Megan said they were tearing lips up in her, but that's what she wants. She wants the views. Her friends are advising her terribly. What the Lit Read Book Club, I know that's right, said Nina is a great interview. Oh, Nina, I haven't seen her since E. Yes, where is she? I haven't seen her since that interview with Jocelyn. Oh, she is so unstable, but my God, today is she great TV. Hey, Tony. Tony said, sidebar, have you seen Ola's place in Texas? She is a good decor style plus artistic. I'm gag. Yes. I love her home because it's so like trendy African American. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell that a Black American lives there. I love it. I love it. Love like you are. Said when that video of Meghan and Harry dropped of them dancing during her labor process, the comments from the people were, oh, they lost it. Seeing Harry twerk and throw up gang signs. Listen, I was like, oh, where y'all stay? But seeing that, they were like, they hated it. Now they're questioning the paternity of her children. Y'all hate. And the thing about it is, Meghan don't even get. You know, I won't say that she don't look Black, but at first glance, y'all don't see us, but y'all saw her mother, and that's what it's about. That's why all the Black women jumped in and started fighting for her. It's not because, you know, Meghan's one of us. You know, she is, but it's not because of that. It's because we know y'all really hate her mama, and that we will not have. So we will always have her back. Oh, even though she has lived her life as a white woman and, you know, or raising them caucus royals, we know why y'all really mad. Oh my God, my Nicole order. I got to order that because, oh my God, Nicole, child, they are buying her stuff up. Every time I put something in my cart, it's gone. Let me get this order out. The Whitney edit said, I see so many threads of people saying that they are setting their alarm clock. I will not watch that interview at 7. I'm gonna be at the gym. I'll watch it when I come back. But just so y'all know, I'm moving my Bachelor in Paradise live. I have to talk about that interview first. Hey, Sarah. Sarah said Cierra was a real puppet master and was getting away with it until the chat. No weapon. Justina said, is that screenshot of Cierra co-signing at how you get them is how you lose them? Comment verified. Huge is true because baby, it's Love Island. Let us all be guided. Love Island, you're supposed to lose them. That's the name of the game. Sarah said Nick's family didn't like Cierra. His mom seemed traditional and she wasn't throwing a lot of cat and bragging about her body count. I don't even think it may or may not be that, but I think she just knows her child and she knows what's best for him. I tried. Devonda said, I see the picture of Alandria kissing Nick when he dropped her off at the airport and they will meet up in a couple of days to teach Nick how to cook soul food. They're so cute. Here's the thing. Nick, Alandria, release us. Please do not post, Alandria, you showing that man how to cook soul food. It's enough. We have to get back to our lives. It's enough. And my hair is getting bigger and bigger by the day. I love being Black. The Internet H said Shannon was supposed to sign a big podcast deal before. Not happening. Not happening. Because here's the thing. You settled. You settled with someone who accused you of sexual assault. You're done. And you're a Black man and a white woman. You're done. You're done. Jim Crow is back. Okay. The RRI said, does Shannon Sharp just end up back in slavery? If he got to pay in installments, that means he's... I'm going to tell you right now, you better, Black people, you better live your life Black and proud. The ancestors don't like it when you don't like this. They don't play. They do not play. They do not. They will find you. They will hunt you down. And you better love it here. You better love it here. You better love it. This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh my God. Paying out your settlement by way of Afterpay. Jesus. Oh, she got him on installments. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the best way. Here's the thing. I would have been cheering for Huda, if I didn't think that she was deadly. I'm serious. I've watched enough ID channel and snapped. She's scary. No cap. The girl is scary. I would have been rooting for her because the way she terrorizes them Black men with low racial self-esteem, she would have been number one for me. But I'm like, I said terrorize, remove their influence, and drain their pockets. She's giving, take them off the planet Earth. And that's a little too much. I can't stand them, but I don't want them gone. Like, come on, I just want them to learn a lesson. Hold on, Huda. Hold on. So and the way she is encouraged by this fan base, she is very scary. Very, very, very scary. We got another super chat. Hey, Christina. Thank you so much for the super chat. Christina said, love you. Lip gloss popping. Thank you. And pretty in pink. And yes, my Lord, can the earth please chill out for a minute? Let us enjoy the summer, Mother Earth. Please. Let us just enjoy the summer. Hey, Callie C. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, wrong one. Thank you. Callie C says Shannon Sharp made most of his money from on podcast. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. He is going to be on doing that YouTube podcast until he's 90, paying that woman back. A 90-year-old podcaster, the blood of Jesus. That's so sad. That's so sad. Guess what, people? This is so sad. Oh, who is the new lady taking the ball players' money? Give me a like in the chat. Listen, I love y'all. I'm not trying to be here 2 years from now. Okay. I'm trying to be booed up with, my Black French husband, collecting Oscars and Emmys with a whole new accent. Guys, I cannot. Let me tell you something. Can we talk about it? When I get my Hollywood makeover, all I need is one Emmy. The voice will change. Rock with me. Let me get this money and influence. I want y'all to rock with me. Let me get this money. I'm going to have a different name. I'll say Nikki.Star. I'll say Nikki.Star. But I'm going to have a totally different voice. I'm going to be in France with my husband, probably Congolese French. Yeah. And I'm just going to have a totally different accent. And I can't wait. I can't wait for the makeover. Parlez-vous français? Me, while my French Congolese husband pushes the stroller in Paris and I'm carrying a baguette. Because I'll be, doing a YouTube video. Because I'll still say on YouTube, but I'll be like, very lady who lunches on YouTube. Today, I am going to make a stew that, who taught me this? Beyonce, do you guys know? Yeah. She taught me this one recipe when we were vacationing in Ibiza with our husbands. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Miss Lou said, wow, I just did the math. And with this current subscribers, Nick makes at least per. Please don't do the math over here. Don't do the math over over here, y'all. Listen, I'm on here because I love y'all, not because it's profitable. Don't do the math. Art World said, if there were any time to listen to the funniest thing about Dr. Umar is that, like, in Philly, he was known as a comedian. I cannot believe that people are actually listening to that guy. Oh Lord! Jasmine said, I sued CVS because of a racist employee, and they said, oh, 2000. Wait, is this 2020? Easiest money I've made. We really need to sue. I know that's right. Give Me Shelter said, well, people, be prepared to see Shannon Sharp working. Oh my God. I go to my local Costco and he's checking my membership. Girl. Oh Lord. No, I was saying that I'm not East African because I do not have the hips and the backside to prove it. I have never seen an East African that does not have Beyonce's hips and Kelly Rowland's booty times 4. I have never seen it. No waist. But them hips and that butt, my God, today. Built in Africa, child. Pepe said, thank you, everybody. I truly love this community. I'm about to be out here working like a Jamaican. Are we Jamaican, Pepe? Because, it's... Please, we don't want to start another diaspora war. My God, today, are we Jamaican? My God, congrats. Hannah said they would have a Yana go. Ooh, her show was hilarious when she made that man scream into a hole. You know what? I'm done. I'm going to go to a bush and weep. That's what I'm going to do. Oh God. Christina said, Nikki, please say the time and the actual episode. One more time. I am Eastern Standard. 7. Oh shoot, I forgot. I forgot. Please go back in the video. I know I said it. I forgot. Ace would eat traders up. And they won't see him coming because they have not watched Love Island. Kim said, I am so surprised when I start watching Nicolandria stuff on TikTok. I look up, I had to get out. I haven't watched any Nicolandria today. I had to get out. If I would have stayed on the train, the Nicolandria train, I would be my mom. My mom is so deep in, so deep in. It's insane. It's insane. LB said, ID snap. Hear me when I said the tattoos and plastics. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. She scares me. Simply Simone said, careful with the Congolese man, Nikki. He will lock you down. No, he French Congolese. Yeah. And we already prepared for the twins. Oh, but I can't wait to have like my accent. Oh my God. And I'll be wearing, Ralph Lauren blazers just to lunch. I'll check into my Valentino in the evening. Yes. Mama Star said Shannon Sharp leaked that fake sex tape on live, and I bet he wished he had not done that. Mom Michelle, why do you know this? Enough, Mom. Oh my God, I can't. Just Amina said the Keke interview audio is out on Apple Podcasts, but behind a paywall / a Wondery. Oh, Tamron Hall would be great for her. Yes. Shelly and Alandria, Tamron Hall should be your next step because she got the black aunties. And when the black aunties clock in, no weapon. Right? I was just like, Pepe, are we Jamaican? Because we are not going to have another diaspora war on NikkiStar TV. It's too much going on. We have to keep it together. Real love, friendship over here. Please, I done forgot. I know I said it somewhere. Toya Star, write what you told me in the chat. I would love lessons. All I know is Parlez-vous français. And où check out ce soir? That's it. Okay, Caribbean cousins. Amen. Amen. Okay, she's talking about family. She's talking about family. Oh, they are eating. Snapchat is paying them. Snapchat is paying them. He absolutely is. Like the husband he is. He absolutely is. Who knows what it's going to be tomorrow? Give Me Shelter said yes to Tamron Hall. I didn't like the other choices other than Oprah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But I think Tamron Hall is good. We got another super chat, and that is from Kate Pratt. Kate Pratt said, "Oh, thank you for super chat." Kate Pratt said, "I have monolids and was stopped by the Korean Student Association weekly because they thought I was VIX. You know what? We have that a lot. My white friend insulted my eyes, but I love myself. Cierra internalized and projects white supremacy. Oh yeah, I feel like she's grown up in a certain environment where it's like she didn't grow up around, blue city whites. It's very obvious the kind of white she grew up around. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Christina said, no, this hit me like a ton of bricks. The best person to lay down the law with Huda at the reunion, Zoe. Here's the thing. I like her, but I would need for her to be serious. I wouldn't want any jokes. She's a comedian, great writer, great improviser. I would need somebody serious. I don't need the jokes, and I don't need anything about the Huda interview to be funny. I like Zoe, but like not now. Not now. Eva Ripley said, hey y'all, let's like and share the video. Oh, am I supposed to be at the gym? I am. I be having too much fun here. Guys, I'm gonna start timing myself. I gotta get this fupa down for my birthday. Eva Ripley said, hey y'all, let's like and share the video. We gotta manifest this French Congolese man for Nikki. Thank you so much. Jessamina said Zoe would finish her. I don't know if she'd understand the back and forth. That's the thing. Zoe is fun and she's very smart. I just don't want any black woman to be sitting down with Huda and for any of it to be laughed at. It needs to be very, very, very serious. At least I hope so. I hope so. I hope. Oh yeah, he's locked in. He's locked in. And you know what isn't locked in? The hairspray that I put on this bang. I'm curling my hair tonight. I'm done. I'm throwing my Miss Jessie's on here, and we're done. We're not going to keep this straight anymore. We are not keeping this straight. Listen, Star Family, especially when I do, because moving forward, starting next week, I'm going to be doing a live at 12 for my afternoon people that watch me at work, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard, and either 6 or 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Here is the thing. We're on a mission. I cannot play with that gym. I pay too much to not take it seriously. So we got to be put on timers. I'm going to keep y'all fed, but I got to put timers here because I got to get it. I'm very late, and I don't think I'm going to make it in time. Messing around with y'all. The bang. It was so cute. It was so cute. I had my little twist. I'm curling it up. I'm done. 12 p.m. Pacific Standard. So for the East Coast, what? It'll be like 2 or 3 for the East Coast, I think. You're on the East Coast now, right? I thought you were here, Christina. You know what? I don't drink at all. I saw my uncle get drunk one time when I was a kid. He scared me. And I was like, I'm not touching that stuff. And then when I did, Mom, earmuffs, I had my first drink in college. Not a drink, but it was like a shot. And everybody was like taking a shot and they wanted to give me one. And I was like, no, I'm good. Also, I was hella religious back then. So I'm just like, oh, the devil's juice. So I was like, no, I'm good. And everybody was pressuring me. I don't do peer pressure, but I also didn't want to be like, the weird church girl. So I took a sip of my friend's drink, like a sip. When I tell you the way that burned through my chest. Now I'm an adult now, so I know that that was just alcohol. But for me, I thought that it was the sin. I thought that it was the sin burning my esophagus. I really did. I was like, oh my God, this is what I get. I'm not supposed to be drinking this. And I never went back. When I found out that alcohol, like people don't drink alcohol because it tastes good, they drink it to have a good time. I was just like, absolutely not. It has to taste good. Now, if there's a drink that tastes like juice, oh, I'm gonna tear it up. But until we find that, you know what? There was a drink that I had. Now, I don't drink, but when I'm in a winery, I'm a sip. I'm a sip, and especially in Sonoma, you can't tell me nothing. I'm a sip. There was a drink at this one winery. It's in one of my vlogs. It's in my Sonoma vlog. It was so sweet. It was tastes like apples. Now, if I would drink, it would be that, because that was like so sweet and just, I felt fancy. I like that, but I don't. I was on Apple Podcasts. I think I'm gonna listen to it on the podcast and then watch it and see how my opinion changes. Yes, afternoon and evening for West Coast. Yeah, it felt, I was like, oh my God, this is the sin. I was so devout, guys. My God, today. Thank God I didn't start my YouTube channel then. The damage I would have done. Yes, in Sonoma. That's it, mama. That's it. And why are you telling people's business? Hello, girl code HIPAA. Ciao, HIPAA. Megan said they refuse to free us, Nikki. Nick is actively feeding it. He is. L Boogie says some alcohol absolutely tastes good. Some people drink to feel it, and some of it's just like the taste different. See, I'm never going to find out. I think they will. I think, like, somebody said it here in the chat. Yeah, I feel like, Denise, I feel like they're waiting for the reunion. I think just to see how everything pans out. Oh, Kelly Clarkson. Is she tuned in, though, to Love Island? Wait a minute. I saw something. Not Malibu rum with pineapple juice. I accidentally had rum because I got a pina colada and I asked for a virgin pina colada and they did not give me a virgin pina colada. They gave me a regular one, a regular pina colada, and it had rum in it. And I had never tasted rum before. And I was like, this is spicy. I love me. I thought they put like cayenne in. And I kept on saying the spicy. And my mom tasted it. My mom was like, oh, wait a minute. This is not virgin. When I tell you that rum gave me the runs. So if you're ever stopped up, just have a shot of rum. I could not stay out of the bathroom after that. Never again. Never again. Never again. Black Fairy said Alondria is getting way too much hate for my liking. Well, you know, as a dark-skinned Black person, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. It is what it is. I'm telling you, if anybody tunes into this, they're going to be like, what happened to that girl? Oh, God, I hope my Congolese husband, my French Congolese husband ain't watching this. Get my hair done, babe. Ephraim said, my sister is a nurse who tells my business. I'm saying HIPAA from now on. You better. Oh, Jennifer Hudson. Ace was on the show already. That might work. That might work. I think Jennifer Hudson and Tamara Hall will be great. Will be great. Wanda Mills said, that scream at your sister woke my dog. I'm so sorry. Oh, the grits I mentioned a long time ago. Oh my God, I got to get them. I used to get them all the time in Atlanta. It was something. It was a Black-owned farm. Black-owned grits. I love them. I used to get them all the time. And I would make them for Christmas. What are they called? Shoot. Southern Queen Foods. Yes. You can buy them at southernqueenfoods.com. They are delicious. The best grits ever. Now you got me on here. Oh, Lord. Southern, where are they at? Where's their store at? They're in. I think they have a brick and mortar store. Brick and mortar store. that you can go to. But I'm gonna put it in the chat if you want to try it. They have the best grits ever. I gotta make my order. I gotta make my order for Christmas and for the fall, because here's the thing: for the holidays, the stock was lacking for the holiday season. So get your grits now. They are really, 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 really good. I just posted it in the chat. And I'm going to end with Audrey. Audrey said, haha, not Mama Star, not having girl code, breaking HIPAA. Christina, 6 p.m. is 4 a.m. in Denmark and Europe, so we have it the worst. I'm sorry. So please have Love Island and gossip around 12 p.m. and Bachelor, Love at the Luck. Oh, Love at the Luck Up is coming back. Yes. Thank you for saying that, Audrey. That's good to know. That's good to know. So I'll absolutely keep my 12 p.m. chats for my international subscribers as well. King, you ain't never tried grits? They're delicious and they're so creamy. Southern Queen foods, y'all. Southern Queen's foods. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I've been on here long enough, but I've enjoyed every moment of it. Guys, seriously, next week I have to be on the timer. I have to maximize this gym. I have to. I'm looking for results, and I gotta be good with it. I gotta be good with it. Oh, Kimberly, thank you for another super chat. Thank you, Kimberly, for a super sticker. I appreciate the support, but I have to remain consistent. So next week, guys, I could probably just do 2 hours. I hope that's enough. The holiday season, when stuff chills out, I'll probably be on here longer. I'll probably, one day I want to try an all-day stream like them kids. I don't know if I could do it. But I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a shot. But anyway, thank you all so much for supporting me. Make sure you like the video, share if you care, and I will see you tomorrow for the Keke Palmer, Shelly, and Alondra interview. That will be at 12 p.m. I'm gonna do that. You know what? I'll do a poll. Do y'all want to do the review at 12 p.m. or 6 p.m.? I'll give 3 times, and y'all let me know when y'all would like to discuss that interview, but it'll absolutely be tomorrow. I am going to go and throw water on my hair because we can't stay straight anymore. It doesn't work. Anyway, love y'all. See you tomorrow night or morning to my Denmark